Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, another day, another dollar. Sorry about my hand being in the way. That's too bright for you. I apologize. We got Jake over here welding the bungs on the intake. That way we can put our extra set of rails on it. Extra set of injectors. We're getting there. Like I said, Jake gonna weld that up. I had him weld up this right here. I had a crack in this one. And this one right here was broke. So I went ahead and had him weld it up. And I drilled and tapped it, threw a little paint on it. We're ready to stick this thing back together here real soon. Hopefully the crank will come tomorrow or the next day. I can get it there, get that thing balanced, get it back in, and then see what Nigel wants to do, and we'll go from there. Y'all ride with me. Man, y'all look at this thing right here. This featherweight. He's supposed to be coming out and run me.
Featherweight?
With this freaking 650cc, 700cc, whatever.
It's not 700.
Brutal Speeding Tuning. Look at this right here. Brutal Speeding Tuning sponsored. Chrome Molly chassis. Pro mod of a motorcycle. Look at this featherweight. Man, I think my tennis shoes weigh more than your frame does. What you think? I bet I could put them on my feet and outrun Caden across the yard with it. What you think? There you go, look at that. Jake got me all welded up. Check out them welds. Look at old Jack Spain rails and the Holly EFI. We might need to wipe the Holly EFI, put some more Jack Spain on them. I don't know how we feel about that Holly. But like I said, we got the rails on it. They're tight, feel pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the other side because I ain't drilled the holes for it yet. And then I'm gonna go through and get it ready. You see the holes where it's gonna spray down in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other ones mounted, and I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna paint this lower, and I can start back assembling it. We sit here watching paint dry. Once it dries good, then I'm gonna go through, clean that lip off. Sorry about how dirty my finger is. Use my middle finger, it's a little, it's a little cleaner. But we're gonna go through and clean that top lip off all the way around it real good, and that way I can put more silicone on it and seal the O-ring in it and put the intake back together. When we're gonna teach this dude, pro mods don't need paint. We ain't gonna call this a pro mod because it ain't got forward. We're gonna call this a pro stock. Pro stock bikes don't need paint, son. You should have just cleared it. Race bike. Tighten the bolts up in this thing. It's looking pretty good. Got the old Jack Spains up on there. Look at them. Well, pretty good. There it is. I got to order my plugs. That way I can turn around and make jumpers. I'm going to go ahead and cap this one off for this week. And the other side. That way boost won't leak back through them injectors. Because even if there ain't no fuel pressure on the top side or on the bottom side. There ain't no fuel pressure on the top side. The bottom side, the pendulum, the little thing will push up and it'll let boost out. So I'm gonna cap this one off. I'm gonna cap the one off on the other side. We're still just gonna be on these injectors for right now until I get my regulator and until I get my fuel pump. But like I said, Jake done a pretty good job at it. That's pretty good. It's pretty wicked. Looks decently straight. Don't look too far off. Don't look too bad. There she is. Intake gaskets are on it. Cleaned up. Ready to go back on. It's pretty cool looking. I like it. Dropped the crankshaft off of Eric's this morning so he could go ahead and start getting on balance. And yeah, I dropped a rod, a piston, a bearing, the ring, just one hole number 8. I just took it over there. That way he could go through and get the balance done on that so I can get it back together. So I figured I'd talk to y'all a little bit because we are family. You know, everybody, I appreciate each and every one of y'all and all that. But so I run a business here in Lincoln. It's called Semi-Pacer Automotive, Lincoln, North Carolina. And I've been on my own as a mechanic. Me and my father, we run this place, and we've done good for ourselves. Like it's been able to fund all the racing that we've done and everything we want to do. Plus, I mean, I live cheap. I really do. My house was cheap. I bought it back when we were in the other recession we were in, so the market was down. The bank took a chance with me because I didn't have a lot of insurance. I didn't have a lot of pictures. I'm tired, sorry, scrambling. I didn't have a lot of credit. I had just started out, and I said, you know, I'll go through my bank, or I'll go through the bank that has the property. That way money don't have to transfer hands, and that way we can just get this worked out and all that. So I deal with First Federal Bank in Lincoln. That's what I've done on my house. They've worked with me. They've been freaking phenomenal. Been a few times I've talked to them about taking a loan, a business loan. That way I could go through and build me a piece of property, build my own garage, my own property, HVAC, the work, because I want me a shop with heat and air in it. I'm tired of having to use oil in the wintertime, or whatever we can get in the wintertime, wood stoves or whatnot, and using nothing but fans in the summer. It slows down our productivity. It slows us down because we're hot, we're tired, and I just think we would speed up our whole business if we had HVAC, we had heat, air, you know, all that. We'd be a lot more productive. We'd get a lot more done. Well, I got to talk to my landlady, and she said, you know, she said, I'm old. She said, I'm tired. They've owned the building since like 92. She said, I want to sell the place to you. She said, don't let the money scare you. She said, or nothing like that. She said, because I want to go through, and she said, you've been our great tenant. She's like, I've never had to chase my money. You've always been on time. You've always been there. You've been way different than all my other people. Like, it's been a complete pleasure, and I appreciate you. You know, she said, so I want to give you the option before I sell this place. I wanted to give you the option on buying it. She said, she owns a realty company. She said, I got another realtor that's just going to handle and sell everything. She said, because I plan on retiring within the next 6 months. She said, I just can't do it no more. Awesome. So I talked to the realtor today, and it's a chunk of change. It's a good chunk of change. But you know, look at my dude. Look at my dude. Look right here. Look at him. Oh, look at him. But ended up, it's a lot of money. I mean, it's a whole lot of money. But when you break it down to the payment side of things, it's double what I pay, but it's the whole building, and the other side is leased out. And the thing about it is like the lease on the building for what they pay and for what I pay would easily pay for the building. Like, we could pay this building just fine. That's not a problem. But the problem I have is through my bank, to go through and to do a commercial loan, you got to have 20% of the loan. 20% of the loan is $80,000. Y'all see what I do. I spend all my money all the time on racing and putting out content for y'all and going through doing the things I do, and I don't have $80,000 to go drop. Heck, I don't have $800 right now to drop on that. Like, if it was, if they said, hey, you just signed $800 today, I wouldn't have it today. I might get it tomorrow, but I don't have it because I spend my money, because I've been in my comfort zone for so long. I've been stuck on, like, I go through and I make X amount of dollars, I pay X amount of bills, I'll blow the rest. Kind of my deal. I know I got this much money coming in, so I know we can do, once I hit this, boom, 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 we do that. But I don't have $80,000, so I don't know what's going to happen within the next month, 2 months, 3 months, because unless I hit the lotto or I find some way to come up with the money, I guess Sammy Base Automotive is going to have to be at a different location, which right now in this market, that location will probably be my house, because I can't just pick up and move to another building. I refuse to pay more than what I pay now for a building. I just, in all honesty, like, it's me and my father, we work. I can't go through and I can't justify paying $2,500 a month or $2,000 a month for a property when it's just me and him. I could not do that. When you got a 2-person operation or you got a 3-person operation, you got to make $12,000 a month to just break even, really. You know what I mean? Like, you got 3 employees, so it's 4 of you. So everybody at a bare minimum makes $500 a week, which is not a lot of money. you do the math on that, it don't come up. It don't take long that you go through and to pay out $3,000 a month times 4 people, $12,000. You know, to go through, and people are worth more than that. You know, so for 2 people to pay the $3,000 a month and pay a salary, a decent salary, okay living, you're still talking about $10,000 a month for 2 good mechanics, and that's just the mortgage. That ain't even really the power bill and water bill and all that stuff. So I can't justify charging my customers. The only way I can keep doing a business like I like to do, as far as running an honest shop, an honest living, making honest money. The only way you can do that is by keeping my bills cheap. It's to go through and is to keep my bills cheap. Because once my bills go high, my customers, the crap has to roll downhill, so they got to pay for it. And I don't. It's just something rubs me wrong about charging some old lady X amount of money when I would have done that job 2 years ago for a third of the price. You know, I mean, I do have a conscience, and that does not sit well with me. So y'all pray for me and let me figure out and get through this. Like I said, my videos might slow up. I might not have as many videos coming out. Heck, I might have more videos coming out. I don't know, like I said, because something, if I lose my shop, something's going to take a hit. The one thing that's going to take a hit is the videos and making videos and putting out videos and the racing, because I won't have the funds coming in if I move locations, because you'll lose a third to half your customers by moving locations. So that's going to cut out. I won't be able to go out here and break stuff like I normally break, tear stuff up, and be able to financially afford it. Like it's just the way life is. So I don't know what the road's going to take for me. I don't know what God has planned for me. But like I said, I would really like to stay where I'm at. I would like to finance it, but I don't know if that's possible, because I mean, I can't go take out an $80,000 loan to pay for a $400,000 loan and take on them 2 payments for a down payment and still have my house payment. You know what I mean? Like, I do have property at my house. I could sell the property next door and probably fund the down payment, but then I lose the property next door to my house, and I don't have control over who moves beside me. So I ain't comfortable with that. I like living where I live. I like owning a property next door. I like when I cut grass and tearing that place down and fixing it. I'll show you the place. I'll take a little picture of what it used to look like versus what it looks like now, what I've done over the years over there. And I don't know if I'm too comfortable with just letting it go. I don't know if I'm going to put me a garage up at my house. I really don't know what I'm going to do. But like I said, I've talked enough. Y'all ride with me. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that stayed this far in the video. I appreciate everybody watching the videos. Y'all do help out. It helps out Nikki. Like I said, I don't make nothing off YouTube. All the money on YouTube goes to Nikki. She makes all of it. She records 3/4 of it. I do the little shop videos and stuff, but at the racetrack, she does 3/4 of the video at the racetrack. So that all goes in her checking account. She pays Damien's insurance, and the rest of it goes to paying bills. So it offsets her. But like I said, we're going to have to figure something out, because the math ain't lining up right now. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you one later. Thank you.